Hello students, this is again coming under unit 1. Here we will discuss two problems. One is related to Lagrange's formula, another one related to inverse Lagrange formula. So in this question, using Lagrange's interpolation formula, evaluate square root of 155. The table of values are given as shown. Now you see there are two things, one is x, another one is y. The relation between x and y is here, y is equal to root x. So 150 square root is 12.247. This you can check in the calculator also, you will get the same when you take the root of 150. When you take root of 152, you get this. When you take root of 154, you get this. When you take root of 156, you get this. So that is given in the problem, you don't have to worry. So what we are asked to calculate is to find square root of 155. So here it is 154, here it is 156. So 155 is here, right? So we want to find the square root of 155, not direct method, using Lagrange's interpolation formula. Okay, so first step is to write this like this. X naught is 150, x1 152, x2 154, x3 156. In the same way, y naught as 12.247, y1 as 12.329, y2 as 12.410, y3 as 12.490. So you call this 155, whose square root you want to calculate, you call it as x. So let x is equal to 155. Now what is this Lagrange's formula? You have to write like this, ln of x. Now there is a skill in writing the formula, don't by heart this. Now we have y naught, y1, y2, y3. So first term is related to y naught. You have to write like that. Y naught, then you write y1, then you write y2, then you write y3. Okay, this is the first step. Next what you do is, see this y naught is in the first term, no? So here in the numerator there should not be any x naught term. In the numerator I am talking about. Here you see in the numerator there should not be any term related to any term as x1. It should not be there. Numerator, denominator it should be there. So here you see in the numerator you don't find any term x2. Here you don't find any term x3. Okay, this is the first step that you should remember before even writing the problem. Now you see in the numerator what we have to write. There should be all terms of x except which one? X naught. So you look at this, see x minus x1 is the first term. X minus x naught you don't have to write here. Next is x minus x2. Next is x minus x3. See, same thing, x minus x1 into x minus x2 into x minus x3. Next you see wherever there is x, see here there is x, here there is x, here there is x. You write it as x naught. X naught is missing in the numerator, but in the denominator it will replace x. So x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2, x naught minus x3. Okay, so that is the first term. Now this second term is y1 you already written here first. So now there should not be any x1 term in the numerator. So x minus x naught. Next x minus x1 should not be written. Then x minus x2, x minus x3. Next step is same like previous one. Wherever you have x, now you replace it with x1. Previously you replaced it with x naught, right? Now you replace x with x1, what is not present in the numerator. Third term, here you already written y2. So there should not be any x2 in the numerator. So you get x minus x naught, x minus x1, then x minus x3. Next is wherever there is x in the numerator, same thing to be written in the denominator, but x has to be replaced with the x2. Okay, so this x is replaced with x2, x is replaced with x2, that's all. All right, so this is same. Second term in each within the bracket is x naught. Here also x naught. Here also x1, x1, x3, x3. That continues like previous things. Last term here, what is y3 already written. So there should not be any x3 term in the numerator. So accordingly, you have to write x minus x naught, x minus x1, x minus x2. Next, wherever there is x, you replace it with as x3. x3 is here, x3 is here, x3 is here. Okay, so this is the formula. This is how you have to remember the logic of writing the formula. Don't by heart. The moment you start by hearting this formula, you get confused. I hope you understood this. Now, what you have to do is just to substitute, nothing to worry, no other skills involved after you write the formula. So all these terms are known in the table we have represented. Just to substitute that. Next you simplify. See, 155 minus 152 is 3. 155 minus 154 is 1. 155 minus 156 is minus 1. So like this, I don't think it requires any explanation here. It's just a substitution and simplification. So you get the answer as 12.45. Okay, if you want to confirm it, you check it using calculator. Square root of 155, you will get this only. Okay, this is how you have to verify whether the answer that you have obtained is right or not. Okay, so I hope this is clear. We'll move on to the next problem. Here you see, if y1 is equal to 4, y3 is equal to 12, y4 is equal to 19, yx is equal to 7, and you are asked to calculate x, find x using Lagrange's interpolation formula. Actually, the previous one was Lagrange's interpolation formula. Here it is actually like inverse Lagrange's interpolation formula. In the previous problem, the table was given. Here we have to create the table looking at the values that is given. See, again there are two things, x and y. So this is this 1, see, y suffix 1 it is. So that is 1. Then here you see for the second one it is 3. And here it is y4, so that 4 you write here. These are all x terms. Okay, then y1 is equal to 4, right? See, under 1 you write 4, under 3 you write 12, under 4 you write 19, and you call this as x0. X0 is 1, x1 is 3, x2 is 4, y0 is 4, y1 is 12, y2 is 19. Okay, and you see yx is equal to 7. That means what is that? That comes under y. So y is equal to 7. So corresponding to that 7, what is the x value? This is what we have to calculate. So it's exactly opposite to the previous term, previous formula, previous problem that we have solved. So to find x, let us use the inverse Lagrange's interpolation formula. There it was ln of y, ln of x. Here it is ln of y. And here what you do is, first you write this. Instead of y0, you write x0. Instead of y1, we have used in the previous formula, you write as x1. Instead of y2, you write it as x2. That is the only change. Exactly opposite. When compared to the previous one, wherever there is x term, you are replacing it with y term. That's all. So here what you have to do is, in the numerator, the same logic of writing the formula holds good as we have done earlier. There should not be any y naught term here. See, here x naught is there. So y naught should not be present, but it should be present in the denominator. So what happens here? Y minus y1, because y naught should not be there. Next is y minus y2. Only two terms, divided by, wherever there is y, you replace it with y naught. See, y replace with the y naught. Okay. Next, this x1 you already written. So there should not be any y1 term here. So that means it becomes y minus y naught into y minus y2. So in place of y in the denominator, you have to write this one 1. So y1 minus y naught, y1 minus y2 plus, here you see, this is x2 you should write first. and ensure that there is no y2 term in the numerator. So you get y minus y naught, then y minus y1. That's all. Now divided by, wherever there is y, you replace with the y2, see this 2. So y2 minus y naught into y2 minus y1. You write this and practice. Only reading this will not help you. Alright. So we'll move on to the next. Next is just a substitution. Blindly you substitute. You know x naught, x1, x2. You know y naught, y1, y2. That's all you are substituting here. Okay. So y you have to write it as this one, 7. That's all. So direct substitution, you get this when you substitute. Now here we get finally half plus 27 by 14 minus 4 by 7. You can solve using this method also, taking common denominator. Some of them may get confused, so don't worry. Now you just go with this also. Both are okay. This also you'll get marks in the red ink what I have written here. See, half means 0.5. 27 by 14 means 1.93 minus 4 by 7 means 0.57. So when you solve 0.5 plus 1.93 minus 0.57, you will get 1.86. So you can avoid this. This becomes easier. So the answer is 1.86. So that's all in this video. So study both this thoroughly, and these are very important. In most of the examinations, this type of questions are being repeated. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.